Hello, my name is Chandler. I met Josh in 6th grade over at Aquarian Charter School. Me and him had Mr. Jack as our teacher. And, it was a fun year. I wasn't very successful that year, but he had a lot of accomplishments. He was always the bright kid in the class, and everybody always looked up to him. And always wanted to get the questions or the answers from him. If a pop quiz popped up, he'd always be real happy, quick A. And, me and a couple other kids would be like, man, that was a little depressing. But after the 6th grade, I hadn't seen or heard from him for a while until I transferred over to West High School and I ran into him in the halls. And he didn't recognize me at the time because I had changed a lot. I got taller, thinner. And so I recognized him and I kind of bum rushed him in the hallway one time, kind of threw him off a little bit. I found it kind of funny. And then throughout that year and then a little bit through the 10th grade, I kind of saw him in the halls every once in a while and said what's up and kind of hung out a couple times during lunch, but I never really got to know him very well, but he was always really smart. He always had good things to say to people, got put people in better moods, and he always had good things to say about his family. If I had one word to describe him, it'd be witty. He could come up with anything to say, funny or serious, and it would pretty much fix your day. If you're having a bad day, good day, put you in a better mood. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to get up here and talk, but it's a little easier. So yeah, that's about it.
Anyone else?
I'm Esther. I'm Josh's grandmother. When Josh was born, I went down to California to drive a car that they could use because they would need. Chris worked at the Long Beach in the airport, and it was a long drive. But I remember that whole thing, to see a baby born, to see your first grandchild. And he was always such a precious little guy. He had such a quiet calm. But I think that we don't always know really how we can feed someone's love and spirit. Vivian's probably the best mother that anybody ever had, doing so much with all the children and fit right in. Josh fits in with his cousin, and they go over there and they'd stay all the weekend and play. They shared life that was unreal to me. I was the youngest of 7 and they were all going away. And I was like an only child because they all left home. But I have this hope that in this evening we capsulize our deep love for each other, because this is what we'll always have. It's what has this feeling of wholeness and beauty. I used Josh to help me figure out. I decided after a certain point in time, I'd done real estate forever, to go see places in the world. And I would go traveling. I would ask Josh, he's the only one I'd ask, how many hours is it really going to take when I get on the airplane till I get to Egypt? And he'd do the time frame and figure it out and tell you. Anything I ever asked him in the mathematical area, I know he'd enjoy it. I would say add 2 times 4 divided by this, then get higher and higher and higher and higher. And I was hoping I had the right answer, because at the end I knew he would. But I want you to all know that we could send love to Josh every day, and to his family every day. Just that thought of caring and what we are to each other. it is a beautiful thing to have a family, and it's a beautiful thing to know all the people that are by you and with you and part of you. Living in daycare, and they're like lifetime connections that you have, and that's the nicest thing about being a human being. So I want us to carry that love for all our children and our neighbors, our friends. That's in essence of being godly. It's being whole and timely about life. This is a time that I think things will be more difficult for people, just in general. But we just hold on to those beautiful things. My husband died 2 years and a couple of months ago. And he took the time, after he retired, to take each one of his grandchildren back into Russia. And it's a long walk, and there's always great fishing. But he took the time to take each one of them on their own and be part of their lives.